G'day, my name's Blake. I'm doing a solo run of Nexus Modern Sorcery, so it's a tabletop role-playing game. So cooperative storytelling. In this case I'm just doing a solo version. We get a flow, get the hang of how the rules flow together and give people an idea of what the game is like. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, today we're going... I'll show you the working cover. That one. There. Oh, that's no good, is it? Damn it. Let me open that with photos. Let's try that again. Share screen. Ta-da, that's better. Okay, so that's the working cover for Nexus Modern Sorcery. So, and we're going to play with Alex, the Night Seer, who's like, guardian in the darkness against the darkness and so on. Alex is a Pisces with the virtue of understanding. He wants people to understand each other more, and there to generally be more understanding in the world. And his vice is gluttony. I'll just put the volume up in case that's a bit low. Okay, so he's got a familiar that's a kookaburra. When people see it, it's just a kookaburra sitting on his hand or his shoulder. But when people that can view magic would see 2 kookaburras and then like another 7 flying in and out of the area. So he went to university. He's got a necklace with each of the zodiac signs on it, and his vehicle is a black Ducati bike, so road bike. It's got a few different things of sorcery, but we'll get into that when it's appropriate. So we're going to say, I think I said he's in Amsterdam or Europe or something, so we'll go September, autumn, France, for argument's sake. Okay, so he is, let's see, he needs to get infiltrated business, and he's going to create some fake credentials to try and get in there. And let's see how he goes. So deception comes off expertise. He's got +1. He's done this stuff before. Use the old dice roller. Got 8 + 1 is 9. So he succeeds, but he consumes equipment, conflicting information. I think, because the downside of his success is he leaves evidence of his activities. Like, he made this fake ID and stick on a moustache or whatever to go and get into place, but the stuff he used to make it, he just put it in the bin. He didn't destroy appropriately, so people going through his bin could just easily figure out what he's up to. So he infiltrates this place. We'll say it's some sort of factory in a light industrial area. Has a bit of a shootout, which we won't roll for at the minute. But he jumps through a portal, and he doesn't know to get away from people shooting at him. He jumps through a portal and ends up in the middle of nowhere. Let's just roll to see. It's going to be somewhere hot in the desert. Okay. So Alex the Night Seer has jumped through a portal. He's now in the middle of the desert. We'll say it's night time. He's going to go, it's going to take some time to get back to Earth, Paris, France, etc. So we will use the outdoor adventuring rules to get back. So he rolls plus expertise when he's trekking across the wilderness, because it's going to be more than 100 kilometers or an hour. So because he didn't have his bike with him when he did it, he was on foot. So yeah, he's got to roll and see how he goes with this trekking back towards some sort of portal or civilization in order to get home. Because he doesn't have a way to do that himself. I rolled a 12, holy crap. Okay, so, you find something of interest. Fairy folk, mundane folk, lycanthropes, sorcerers. I'm going to say lycanthropes because I love them. Okay, so, we're going to say were-foxes, or people that can turn into foxes and back again. They've got food. They're making like pasta, different sorts of pasta with all sorts of stuff. And he's had a recurring dream about sharing pasta with some foxes. So yeah, that's what happens on the way to the city where he's trying to get home. So yeah, that was a fairly positive encounter. No one died, no one shot at him. And he's gone to the city, he's going to try and ask around, try and get home again. Okay. So, has he got some sorcery that can help him get home? Not really. He knows where his Cabal comrades are, but he can't get a message to them. Alright, so he's going to have to do some odd jobs. Oh, he may have some money, and he'll have to pay to get someone to send a message. Okay. I wonder if he can try and send a message from Seeking. Let's have a look. No. Alright, so he, after doing a few odd jobs, he gets a message home, gets someone to come and pick him up, magically speaking. And he gets back to Paris, or France. So, when he gets home that night, he finds there's a ghost waiting for them. The ghost wants to talk to him about some stuff. The ghost of this place is looking for one of their descendants. They need to pass on a message about something that's going to happen because it's like a recurring bad event, and the ghost doesn't want their descendant to be hurt. So this ghost implores Alex to have it, sort of moves enough stuff around the apartment for him to realise that there's a ghost there. He does some magic to try and talk to it, but that's not automatic. He's got to roll for that. So that would be here. So he does brewing. He's mixing powders in his hands and then to create the magical effect, and we'll see if this will be wits for him. 2d6 plus 2, hopefully. 10, 12, smashing it today, except for landing in the middle of anywhere. Okay, so he does his magic and he's able to talk to the ghost. All the powders are sort of swirling in the air around the ghost, and he can see it and talk to it. And the ghost passes on the message about warning his descendant. So Alex now needs to find the descendant. So he's going to do he knows the descendant's in a shop of some kind, but there's not enough information of where that shop is, so he needs to do a seeking to find out, whoop, that's the wrong PDF, to find out where the shop is. Seeking, it's a bit like astrally projecting. He's going to sit down on the cushions and project himself to look around astral space, and roll plus charm because there's a lot of luck. He's got no modifier to charm, so it's just 2 straight dice. Just drew 6-sided. Holy crap, 2. Okay, so that didn't work well at all. I'm going to say something in astral space was waiting, and when he left his body, something else jumped in. And now he's going to fight to... so something went through his body, is now in his apartment. Let's pull up some art here, what the hell. I'm going to say it open it in the right thing. So it looks like this. It's a big tentacle demon, and he is going to have to fight it to get it the hell out of his apartment. He doesn't have any sort of magic. He's got a ward, so it could force it out. He'll probably try that first. Okay, so it's trying to grab onto him, and he's just going to try and throw up a quick ward so it ejects it from the apartment to give him some breathing space. See how he goes. Six plus 2 is 8. Okay. So I'm going to say, because he got a mixed result, he's managed to throw the water up, which ejects the demon from the area. It's still, only 20 meters over there, but it's not immediately in his apartment. But the downside is the water is made of like fruit syrup and honey, and it attracts a huge amount of wasps. So wasps come from all over the place. I think Alex is going to set off some sort of smoke bomb for anti-insects and just try and get the hell out of there on his Ducati bike. Which leads us to oh, actually, I'm going to throw it in the avoid harm roll. So this demon's going to try and lash him as he goes past on his bike, and he's going to roll. He's got +1 reflexes, we'll say. 7. Alright. So he avoids the tentacles, but he's distracted by thoughts of his vice, which is gluttony. So he's like, all this running around and casting magic. He's super hungry. He's his tummy's going. So he's going to go straight to Chuck E. Cheese or whatever and get some food. Okay, now let's do the chase rules. As this thing is kind of grabbing onto light poles and flinging itself, Spider-Man style, after him as he's riding off on his black Ducati bike. They're pursuing you. Wits has got +1. So let's see how he goes. 8, 9. So he's going to choose. He gains ground, so he's trying to get further away from them. But the keeper gets to choose comrades lose track of you. Or maybe his phone's off. He hasn't recharged his phone. It's out of battery, so it's harder for them to find him. And this damon's emitting some sort of magical interference that makes people hard to find him. So yeah, he's on his own, but he has got away from the daemon. Yeah, well, that covered a few things. Alright, yeah, so that's some more of Nexus Modern Sorcery. I'll close all these tabs. Yeah, plenty of examples in the books, and yeah, heaps to be added as we go along. Thanks for your time.